DOA 5. While we are here, most of the moves still have retain their same properties, but 6 o'clock, we're gonna do about an hour of exhibition matches or free play matches, and then at 7, we're gonna do exhibition matches.
So a lot of these guys warming up in the back, trying to learn some new combinations for DOA 6 is what we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Start break. Okay.
It's different. It's different coming back straight to DOA 6 from DOA 5. While we are here, most of the moves still have retain their same properties, but it'll be interesting to see because I know a lot of these guys have had some opportunity to play.
Sure.
Because it's been here all day, and now we're going to really see some of the more advanced moves. I think more uses of the power blow and break blow, more uses of the break hold, more uses of the fatal rush. Things that you're going to expect to see from players that are experienced with DOA 6.
All right, well, Jan Lee starting things off here. Rick has 2 rounds.
Yep.
Already. Man, I don't know if there's got to be something.
Absolutely.
After that.
So I do think there's something that's probably like a 1P or maybe one of his low sweeps to do like a hard knockdown.
Sure.
But I don't know if he has anything that can lead into like a wall carry just yet. We'll see. And this is what's good about the OSS in general. It's just like there's no more slow escaping. There's no more stagger escaping. It's great.
Power blow as well as the power launcher. And now it's been replaced with a couple of new mechanics. Shade.
Right, exactly. So the new mechanics really revolve around a specific button. It's called the special button.
Sure.
And these new mechanics go from increasing your ability to defensively hold out of situations to giving you an offensive capability as well. So the defensive ability, as you can see, there's a what's known as a break gauge, and that's underneath the life bar. And it's broken out into 2 sections. So the first section, the first bar, you can use for a what's known as a break hold. And this is more of like an advanced hold where you can defend against low, medium, and high attacks all at the same time. And then if you save up your break gauge, what you can do is what's known as a break blow. And this is an offensive maneuver that actually overrides your opponent's attacks and then does massive amounts of damage that can be used against the wall, and then you can get even further damage from there.
So basically, those are the two biggest things, is that you want to focus on basically when you know they're going to strike and you're in a situation, you can burn a meter for a counter hold. It gives you a little bit of advantage, nothing guaranteed. Or you burn the 2 meter and then you do a power blow, which has invulnerability, a break blow, which has invulnerability as well as a heavy damaging attack.
Yep.
And then there's also, which is really just a move of each character's move list.
Yep.
But it's the, what's the new, Fatal Rush.
Right, so the Fatal Rush is one of the other things there, and as we're seeing a break blow right now.
Right.
Where he used his 2 meters, but the Fatal Rush itself is when you don't push a specific direction and just press the actual special button, you can do a series of attacks, and if you connect with the first attack, the next 3 attacks are actually guaranteed for a good amount of damage. And it was designed with the intent to bring in new players, and so we can lower what I want to say is like the level of skill required to actually execute.
Sure.
So that way new players can get a feel without being overwhelmed with a bunch of commands that they just may have trouble performing. Instead, they can go straight to the special button and get some of the flashier attacks on the screen.
All right, well, as we saw, Rig took that one easily.
Yeah.
Some practice. He's been getting a lot of practice in the game there. That was Jager on Rig.
He's taking a couple L's here, but the training is invaluable.
Yeah, I think even if you are, not doing as successful as you want to in the tournament per se, just being able to get this opportunity to face off against these high-level players is invaluable in itself.
Sure.
Doing a quick button check.
Good.
All right. And so they're jumping straight into it. A nice punishment. So you're seeing that is also still unsafe.
There it is. Nice new bounce stun there.
Yeah, that's
very good combo.
And you saw the break hold. I really do think the animation, the active frames on it, are definitely shorter than normal holds. But what we'll say is I like how Death Walks Alone is approaching this particular game versus last game. He's being a little more aggressive and being a little more fearless against Jager.
Wow, big damage. It's so surprising because sometimes we're seeing like 5-6 hit combos doing like 30%, and then we're seeing like a 14 hit combo doing like 20.
Yeah. And I think players just haven't had enough time to get the optimal combos.
Sure.
And I think some of the attacks have had their damage values definitely adjusted going into 6.
All right, so 2 rounds to 0 here. UGS Jager going up. He's smelling blood. Only 1 round left before he moves on. Death Walks Alone, single man, 32 elimination bracket. Here goes Death. Got Jager pinned against the wall, and this is the opening he needs to get in there. Will he be able to do so? Jager, though, putting him in a nice mix-up. 6 hits, trying to carry to the wall. Oosh.
Big damage. And smart play from Death Walks Alone. It's another great opportunity to use the break low because it's guaranteed damage if it connects.
Ooh,
and
break blow in return
from Jager.
And that's where you're using that break blow defensively. How important it is to use it defensively. But there we go. Death Walks Alone closes out a round. This is what he's looking for. This is what he needs. He's got to build on this momentum moving forward.
Absolutely. And I like what we're seeing from Death Walks Alone. It's almost like he's turned a corner and said, okay, I can open this guy up. I just need to not play with fear.
Well, better late than never.
And you see she still has
that one. Maybe that. Remember in Dead or Alive 4, that was the main crush.
Yes.
I wonder if that's going to be her main crush in this one again.
Yes. Had great properties. And you see it, Death Walks Alone. He's like a new player suddenly.
He did the same thing yesterday. He starts out very slow, but then he just starts turning it up. But yesterday it was just a little too late to get things going. Let's see if he can turn this one around.
Look at this. He's on fire right now.
He's feeling himself.
Jager against the wall.
Jager shook.
And
Jager shook.
Play. Jager's got a lot of work to do to try and take this round. And he's like,
can't do that.
And Death Walks Alone.
That's the only way Jager's gonna get back into it.
When in doubt, just grab him. Just grab him.
It's guaranteed damage.
And he was just like, oh, he's kind of in that state of the jitters. You don't know what you're gonna have. You don't know if they're gonna go low. You don't know if they're gonna do a throw. You have no idea.
All right, here we go. UGS Jager, Death Walks Alone. Let's see if Death Walks Alone can continue the momentum he built from the previous set as he took that one. Nice hold, but it's an unholdable.
And that's what makes Riggs still such a dangerous character, regardless of the DOA version that we're in. His move properties are still so very good.
Yeah, he has very strong normals, very strong guard breaks. He's got moves that do high damage that are unholdable, like we just that hit kick right there. And now, see, this is where the momentum loses, and now Death Walks Alone looks like he's getting body bagged again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's almost like Jager hit a switch. It's what these high-level players do. They just hit a switch. You saw it from Sonic Fox yesterday. We're seeing it from Jager. He looks like a man that just took it up a level.
Yeah.
And Death Walks Alone has to be able to match that.
Well, that's constantly what the story is of Dead or Alive, right? It's who can adapt first, who can adapt back, and it goes back and forth until someone can win. But the player that adapts quicker and more often is the one that's going to win that round.
More often than not, yes.
Right, yeah.
And that's a good punish from Jager. And when you're doing things like that, you know you're dialed into your opponent.
Oh,
nice break hold.
But that's it. That's all it is.
Wow, he knows. He knows that. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't finish that fatal rush.
Great punish there by Death Walks Alone.
Yeah.
Great punish.
But you saw he knew that Jager had burned his meter. He knew he couldn't do anything about the fatal rush. Great use of the stun right there.
All right. Death Walks Alone has still a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. He's going to want to stop using so many unsafe attacks. Because Jager at this point is looking for that punish. He's looking for that easy damage.
This is where he's in trouble. Back to the wall. Guard break does advantage. Now he's in the blender.
I wonder if we're going to see a break hold from him. And we don't. We don't. That's unfortunate. You go down with a full bar of meter.
You can't do that.
Can you be my